Changemaker education is a new kind of higher education model where all university stakeholders are empowered to be changemakers, where change-making is embedded across the entire institutional culture, and where colleges and universities are key drivers of social change in their communities.
Well, the University of Northampton is trying to model in the UK a new way of teaching and learning based around some of what we call changemaker attributes.
A new transformation that we're doing, which is, I would say, basically centered on how students are immersed in challenges and practical learning, how faculty and students collaborate around the challenge.
We at Ashoka U, we invest in individuals who have the potential to really spark change on that campus. We call them institutional innovators, and they're people who can translate why changemaker education makes sense to every different discipline, and they're people who can build bridges.
We have very strategically brought people together from different departments, from different levels of staffing. So someone who's a part-time support staff has an equal voice compared to someone who is a director of marketing. The change team represents the system, and we say that it allows the system to look in upon itself and learn from itself.
It's really trying to make those building relationships with different departments on campus and showing that this is interdisciplinary, this is for all races, this is for all people, and how are we going to make that happen?
A changemaker is really anyone who sees an opportunity or a challenge and is willing to take action to make a difference.
They won't necessarily want to develop their own spin-outs and be entrepreneurial in a business sense, but they will still have in them and within them these changemaker attributes.
And I believe this is part of the important thing that we have to define as faculty and as an institution in general, how we teach and what kinds of contexts and what kinds of challenges we pose to the students in order for them to learn not only content again, but tools and ways of working in the world and solving these big problems that we have.
It's really important, though, that we do not try to promote social change from the confines of the ivory tower. And so for me as an educator, I find it very, very important to give young people the opportunity to practice making change.
So with any discipline, I think that you can really go and figure out how does this apply to the real world, and how can we apply this to a social issue?
Colleges and universities are important drivers of social change in their communities because the very essence of education is about change.
So I think that academic work is essentially change-making work in many ways.
Like there's a final tangible product that you can have at the end of it, and you're able to just kind of see your ideas and passions come to life.
And so when I think about that potential for millions of students who then are started on a change-making career because of an experience they had in university or college, I think about what that could unlock and the different society, the different leaders we would have, the different kind of world we would live in if we could graduate millions of change makers.